So, usually I do not do a rant video, but I kind of thought this was necessary. Um, the reason why I thought this was necessary is I keep coming across people that like to, value scam, but also use the content creator in my name and use it for backlash, if that makes sense. Let's say, so what happened today was I was trading my Frisians and my RC Arabians. So they were offering a strawberry shortcake, tiger stripes, 𝒯ℯ𝒶𝒃, and they're saying that their 𝒯ℯ𝒶 is worth 2 to 3 Frisians. Guys, that is not worth 2 to 3 Frisians. I'm sorry, but that is not. It is worth max 1. My friend traded her RC Arabian for one. She did not get an RC Arabian back with it. It is not worth 2 to 3, especially because that is also a really hated hair. It's just not. And then her friend, maybe even could have been her main account or something, was going around saying, oh, well, aren't content creators supposed to be nice? Guys, I do not fake my personality. If you're gonna piss me off, then I'm obviously not gonna be very nice about it. Especially if you're gonna try to value scam me. I am not gonna be nice at all. I can handle it for a little bit, and then I just won't be able to handle it anymore. So I feel like that needed to be pointed across. If you're doing it, or if you see somebody doing it, just tell them to stop, because come on. Some content creators like to fake their personality. I'm not one of them. If I think you're value scamming me, I'm just gonna say no. I'm not gonna be very happy about it, like anybody else. But especially if it's very obvious, like a strawberry shortcake. That is clearly not worth 2 or 3. Not even close to 3 being 3. It is a low event IUH. A low event IUH can only get 1 max. Depending if it's loved or not, it can get some ads, but that is it. And I just think it's so, I don't know. Now the next point is definitely having people say that they know Trick personally and they're friends with him. I had it a month or 2 ago, where a person was offering for my Moonstone Chestnut Frisian, and they were offering, I can't remember what the coat name is. It's this coat, Chestnut Sabino Sunrise Streaks Arabian, for it, and that is not worth my Frisian, especially because the Frisian that I had was worth 2 and got really big overpays. It wasn't worth 2 Frisians, maybe, especially because of the hair. It's worth maybe 1 and some ads. It's pretty good ads, but still not worth 2 at all. So I just do not agree with that. That's value scamming, and I don't think using the game owner for your personal growth is just horrible. You shouldn't do that. It's I don't know. I don't get why people do that. I just think it's so silly that you really need to try to value scam in order to get good at the game. You have many different options. 1, you can watch videos on how. 2, you can go hunting. 3, they just added a new thing where you can actually rescue IUHs. 4, there are many alternatives. Ask one of your friends or something how they got their IUHs, or if they have something to spare you if you're new, or literally teach you how to play the game. But value scamming is just not cool. Scamming in general is not cool at all. And I just think that it's kind of sad how people really think that they need to scam in order to get good at the game. Now, I highly recommend also getting Discord and joining a Discord server to trade. And not only trade, but like ask for values. I think it is so helpful. I also started my own server if you'd like to join. Just ask me for the link to join the Discord, and you can join. So those are definitely a good alternative. I'm part of Horsey's server. And I know that another YouTube talked about this, 𝒯ℯ𝒶𝒃. I was kind of ranting to myself about it because I really wanted it, because we both thought of it, that having a level 750 trading server, because I just don't think it's fair at all that us players with high tier horses and looking for real offers need to get offered breedables and low events, and the low events in general that are not 2022 or worth that much, while also being offered low IUHs, is just not fair at all. Like, I don't want to have to sit there, see the reddish pink line of somebody's user saying, oh, they want to join and they want to offer. Cool, I will get off my horse and I will wait for them. And somebody will come up and they're holding a readable. That's where I get really scared. I'll still trade them, but usually what I'll have in my name now is no players under 750, because I do not want to be offered beatables again. And I know that even if you're not 750, you may have some pretty good horses. But again, I just hate to take chances, because usually that is not really common. So I just don't want to be offered breedables anymore. And I think it's really annoying that as players have to sit there, keep getting traded by these players that don't have stuff that we have to work for, and we have to sit there and get offered these breedables. And I totally get it if you don't know how to play the game, but I personally think that is kind of common sense. Just turn on a YouTube video or watch and think a tutorial on how to play the game. Now, I totally get it if you don't want to do that, but again, I just feel like it's also common sense to have a breedable with no tag is worth a horse with tag. I just kind of feel like that is common sense. That may be just me, but again, for me, it's kind of common sense. Because whenever I join a game, let's say if I joined, I don't know, I've never played Blox Fruits before, but I heard it's popular. But what if there's a really good fruit, and then it's has certain designs on it? I know that I'm not gonna get that with a basic fruit or something. With it, whatever that have in the game, I can already tell you that I don't know what it's worth, but I know that I'm probably not gonna afford one of those things with a basic fruit. Or what? Yeah, because I just feel like that's common sense. Or a game that I have played, Adopt Me, for example. I feel like it's very common sense that a dog would not be worth a shadow dragon. Now, I have not played the game in a long time, except I haven't really played with good pets in that game for a long time, but I just feel like it was common sense. I get some players are going to be younger, and I totally get that, but again, Trick, he has to add this trading hub so then we can get good offers. So, and I heard that Adopt Me is adding something to prevent value scammers and have their own value system. I feel like that would be so helpful for our trading hub in Wildrose Islands, considering that this person tried to value scam me today, literally not that long ago. And I feel that it would be so helpful to actually see what the real value is on something, so then you don't end up getting value scammed. Now, I have no idea if Adopt.me is really going to add this, but I sure hope they do. Because I just do not think it's fair that people have to sit through getting value scammed, and it's just a no. Now I wanted to go through and talk about some events or stuff that I would really like to see in the game. And one of them is from Star Stables is like the idea is from. Like, I've never fully played it before because I got really confused about it. But they had like saddle pets in the game where you can have pets in like saddle bags that had pets in them. And I really would like that for Wilderness Islands because I think it would be so cute to have like a little bunny on like a saddlebag, just peeking out, and then you can like do tasks for them, or maybe you don't want to do tasks for them, whatever trick you want to add for them. But you could probably like find them with island unique hair colors is what I would say, and then you could trade them and like have certain like collars or accessories for them too. So like for Dave, for example, it would be of course attached to like the saddlebag, or attached to the saddle, it would be the saddlebag, and it would be like an accessory on the horse. And then you could also, and like the animal, it could be so many different animals, like a dog, bunny, cat, unicorn maybe one day. So many different varieties could be in the saddlebag. You could probably also have a storage on one side and then the pet on the other side. But the pet would also be part of like the saddlebag accessories or something like that. And I think it would be so cool if they could follow you around and also have a use for the dog house accessory. And not only that, what I mentioned with like the island unique hair is that their fur could literally be an island unique hair. It could be like an island unique hair or island unique fur coat. It could be called or something, because I think it would be so cute to have like a topaz little bear on Dave's tack. I think it would be so cute and so unique as well. And maybe you can find them with horns or like a naturally dyed. And I just think it would be adorable to add to the game. I know some people said, no, let's not add pets. But I think that it just gives the game more than just having to collect horses and accessories. Because it gives you a full-on different animal. And then you could probably make yourself kind of like a house or something, and then, or literally like a full-on barn instead of just holding horses. It could have like cow and those miniature pets, and it's like a pasture of their own, or like an enclosed area of their own. Because I think that would be just so cool. Because don't get me wrong, I love Dave and I love all the horses that I have, but why not have even more? The next update I think we should probably add is like a photo booth, if that makes sense. So we would have a totally different island, and that island would be just places to take pictures and easy to set different times, like press to be sunset or night or morning, dawn, or any of those places. But they should also have backdrops, like maybe like a photo of a barn or different things like a garden, a field full of flowers, just because I know that as a person that likes to make edits of my horses, it can be really hard to find like the perfect spot and the perfect lighting to make these edits on. And sometimes that can be really tricky because I don't want to keep doing the same thing, but I don't have the choices just to like stop making it everything the same all the time. So, and I also really do like the ad ideas and like the trading board, but I think they should probably move the trading hub like down where the circle used to be. I think that people don't have to go upstairs and everyone's still in the circle would be a lot better. But like what I was thinking about having a trading board is that it's kind of just like boring that you couldn't see the horse previewed in there. Or we can add like some games have like little phones on the side. I just think that you could host like press like host auction so that you can either press trade for a horse or host an auction to sell it, or press like your phone and put like an eBay listing, like a fake eBay listing or something like that, right from like this miniature phone type thing. And then people can look at this horse and go, yeah, I would like to offer. I will send my offer through different photos, or I can send them through text type things on there, while also having quick message on there, because that could be a little bit of a setback if you don't have either the chat verification or age group difference. If you have even more quick messages that you can send through this phone, I think it would be so easily to still be safe on Roblox, but not only be safe on Roblox, you can actually choose different sentences to put together, like, oh hey, I want to offer for your horse. My offer is horses and items seen in the pictures. And then you could just hit post and stuff like that. And then instead of joining the whole place, especially when like the server is full, you could check your messages or your inbox, and then you would see all these different offers. And it should also show like a tag on it. If they traded the horse, it'll just say traded or not trading anymore. I think that would be so helpful and useful. The next update I really want to have is having multiple horses out at once. I hate having only Dave out, Like, Dave is another example. I know he loves to be model, but like, who wants to just have one horse out named Dave? Just one little Dave, when you can have a Charlie out too. And then I think the max horses you can have out are going to be 2 horses at a time, but then you can pay to have more horses out. Like, let's say the next level would cost 25k. You could pay the 25k and you can have the rest of your horses out, or have 3 horses out. The next one would be 45k. Then you can have 4 horses out. I'm just coming up with the prices, but if we keep doing that, then we can have more horses out, which means more people can see the horses that you have and you're willing to trade. And also, I kind of got that idea from Horse Life. I think that's what it's called. I don't know what it's called, but you can have multiple horses out. And I just think it's so cool having different horses follow and trail behind you. Next thing I think we should have is probably to let you know if there's an island you need care or any anything that's special on the island. So like, for example, I know that you have like the last is out, it will glow red now if it's an island you need care or an SIUC. But what if you're like all the way at the spawn point, you're saying, I don't know if I want to do this just to go seeing if there's an IUH or anything special. I kind of wish that there was just something. Well, with this idea, not only will the tag glow, but from any miles away, you were able to see a little red horse or colors of the tag. So like the same colors when you go up to it, you could see like the red, or to see if it's an IUH. I think we should have that, because not everyone wants to go around and keep checking all these spawns, especially if you're in jungle. That can be a real pain, considering that jungle is a really big island. So I think it should just be really easy to see like the glowing red or the color of the tags there, so you don't miss anything. So you know that instead of just going to check everything for nothing, that if you did see it, you're able to collect the horse and go offline or whatever you need to do instead of wasting a whole bunch of time checking. So, and then the next update I think we should have is having multiple barns. Because I hate having to decorate one barn. I use all my accessories, and then I also use up all the spaces. Because as you can see my inventory, I'm almost out of space. It's not glowing yellow, but it was. Just so close to being out of space, and I do want to keep some horses. So I think that we should be able to have different horses on our islands, and I think it would be so helpful. And then we can also like add even more accessories, especially if you did get even more the game pass that gets you more space. I just think that how much ever space that you have isn't enough, especially if you were about to add this update. I think it would be so cool if we could customize a different barn and have probably at least 3 different barns, and then if you were going to add the saddle pets, we were able to add that type of barn as well, and maybe even multiple of those as well. I think this update would be really helpful, as everyone uses their lockers. If you get the game pass, everyone uses up those quickly. And then you have your barn, but again, that only holds 18 for pasture and 18 for inside barn. But all of those are filled up, because inside my barn I have horns and naturally dies, but outside my barn in the pasture I have my fjord pasture. And I don't want to like take all those in my inventory, because that just wastes my inventory space. So having extra barns, I think, would be a helpful update. The next update I think that we should definitely have is helpers. And then what that would do is that you can hire people to do lots of rescues for you. And with these rescue helpers is that they would do all the tasks, but they wouldn't get rid of the horses. So you would have still horses resting that has complete tasks done, but you would need to go in and sell all the horses or keep the horses that you wanted. Because I do not think that it is super fair that you have to do all of these tasks, rarely get an event or like an IUH or a rare attribute in general, and you still have to get so many horses even just to get legendary breed. Because, like, I still have to do 64 more in order to get legendary breed. And that is just, that's too much. So having these helpers would help a lot, but again, you would just have to sell the horses and stuff like that. Maybe even doing, they wouldn't be so fast, but at least they would get stuff done for you. But they would probably cost quite a bit, and to make them faster, it would probably cost some Robux in order to do that. And having more than one would also probably cost Robux as well. But I just think this would be a unique idea to add. So that was my rant and my little update video on what I think needs to be added. But let me know if there's any updates that you would like to see, and I will probably coming out with a couple of videos showing what horses that I have portrayed for swap and anything, but I will probably show them quickly in this video just because I don't know if I want to make a separate video or not. One of them is Charlie. Charlie is going to be for swap for sure. Mainly looking for hair swaps or 𝒯ℯ𝒶𝒃 swaps with pretty cute hair, considering that 𝒯ℯ𝒃 I think is one of the lowest coats. But yeah, this is Charlie. He's definitely gonna be for swap. The next one is Dave. I know, surprising, right? Dave is gonna be also for swap. The stats on Dave. Well, he's got everything. So yeah, there's Dave. And then Rosebud. Also for swap. The Frisians, I'm most likely just gonna hair swap as well because I like having at least a few Frisians. And then Shadow. Perf. Worth 2, considering that he's perf. He's got everything except fast gallop. Pretty good stats. Cinnamon is also for swap. The hairs that I'm not going to be looking for are Jungle or Blessed or SIUC hairs. I think that's everything. Yep, that's everyone. Anyways, if you see a horse here that you want to offer for, just let me know, or for swap for, let me know. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.